What's going on YouTube? It's your boy K. Come back to another video here, man. Before we even get into the video, I just wanted to give a thanks to y'all getting me to 200 subs, man. Been a journey, a long journey. We really trying to get to this 500 subscribers, and we can get to the 1,000, you know what I'm saying? But we here right now, and we gonna keep pushing forward. So last time when I talked about 2K, we broke down a full report of 2K. And yo, that video, that was like one of my best like 2K videos that I did. That was the first time I got like 100 views within like a day. So I'm like, damn, I'm like, I gotta drop another banger. Now, but for this time, we're gonna talk about Mike Wang. Y'all don't know who Mike Wang is. He's the head gameplay director of NBA 2K. And you know, every time he tweets, you know, it's kind of a big thing because we don't get to see or hear Mike Wang a lot. Like, we're guaranteed to hear him like one time a year. So when he does speak, we listen. He always gives us good feedback too. He responds to people on Twitter. And so I'm trying to go over and see what he's talking about on Twitter. So, you know, Mike Wang came out hot. It's about to go down. And for sure that was. So one of Mike Wang's first tweets that he put out was NBA 2K23 didn't make it in time for the CR. I don't know, what is CR? Does anybody know what CR is? Because I damn sure don't. But working on adding a new controller setting to let you customize where your ideal release point is in your shot. Early in your takeoff or late closer to the wrist flick. Still working out the kinks, but it's gonna be fire. That actually does sound fire. So it's not gonna be in 2K23? Wait, what is CR? I'm about to see if I can find it in the comments.
A few moments later.
Alright, so we found it. Courtside report. So that's what we did last video. We broke down the report. Okay, so they're still gonna have it by release. I'm guessing what they're hearing. So I guess more jump shots are gonna be towards certain players this year, which is, we kind of asked for this before, because you know, I mean, we kind of got it too. Like, bigs weren't allowed to have every jump shot because that kind of broke the game, especially in 2K19 with stretch bigs for like really running the floor, bro. So he says sick jumpers have attributes and rating requirements in NBA 2K23. I don't know what WIP means. Mike Wang is using abbreviations that I don't know.
A few moments later.
All right, we found out it means work in progress. Work in progress. Examples here. Make sure you check the available jumpers with the test build feature to make sure you can get a shot you want before locking in your build. Smalls equal under 6'5", swings equal 6'5" to 6'9", and bigs equal 6'10 plus. And they always talk about the test build feature, man. Some things don't ever work however you want to, because you really can't get a feel of the game and your build if they're going to change some of the gameplay sliders later in the game. So you really don't know. They might nerf a badge, they might nerf something else, and you never know. So these are all the jumpers, height requirements, shot speed, release height, time and impact, defensive immunity, and all that stuff we kind of talked about in the last video. You see, like, Stephen Curry, only smallest can get, it's good to be 6'5" under to get a Stephen Curry jump shot now. Same with like Kyrie. Wow. Wait, they have Steph Curry's release speed at a C? There's no way Steph Curry's release speed is that slow. I think they only did that just to balance it out because he already has a time and impact and defensive immunity of an A+ and an A, but he doesn't have a C shot speed. Steph Curry actually has like a faster release. But only thing I want to know is like, which one of these right here, the release height, release speed, time and impact, and defensive immunity, which one of these categories mean most? Is it the release height? Like, does height really matter? Because I mean, a lot of these trash, like you can see, but I don't know. It could be really the time and impact and defensive immunity. A lot of like these first two columns are really low. Like, and this is what I was talking about too. Are we gonna get a jump shot creator? Because like, how does this affect jump shot creator? Can we still blend jump shot? Oh, we actually have a response. Someone asked, what about custom jumpers? Do they have requirements or just a SIG jumpers? He said the custom shot you will create will generate attributes and a shot rating requirement based on the components that you use to build the shot. So the jump shot we create will kind of blend it together. I mean, I don't know. To be honest, I actually don't know. We're gonna have to find out when the game comes out. Someone else asked, has signature animations been changed like Jason Tatum's jump shot? He said a lot of SIG jumpers have changed. Biggest content refresh in years. So I guess we'll see players with different animations now. Someone else asked, with the introduction of all these new shot meters, will there still be a boost for having it turned off? Yes, turn off the shot meter and increase your shot window. Still the way to go if you know your shot. So I'm pretty sure this is like for most people in 2K. A lot of people do turn off the jump shot meter. Someone else asked, will both your mid-range and 3-point shot need to be at a 96 to unlock Steph's or Kyrie's shot, or just one of them? He said either one, don't need both. Oh, so that's cool. So if you got a good mid-range, you can still get Steph Curry shot. I mean, most people don't use like name jumpers like that. I know a lot of people use like numbered jump shots anyway. So I mean, we'll see how these affect how far they went into changing jump shot. This is not a Mike Wang comment, but someone commented, why do you have high requirements for jumpers, bro? I never understood that. Everybody shoots differently no matter the size. Someone responded, whole community uses the same jump shots anyway. I doubt y'all would notice in practice. This comment right here is actually true, bro. A lot of people do use the same jump shot. You can see it when you play online. But for this guy right here, or girl, I'm not too sure about this profile picture. I can't really see. But the reason why they have high requirements for jump shots is really because of balancing and what happened in 2K19 with stretch big big, you can get a fast release, and you were already taller than these players. So like it was really overpowered. So it's really for balance reasons, and I understand it too. And I'm actually glad that is implemented in the game. Like we had it in 19, we really didn't need it again. So like we want to see change in the game. So like people keep saying, oh, 2K makes the same game every year. They really don't though. They really don't. Because if they did, we all would have been playing the same game every year. Everybody would still be playing 2K. I'm telling y'all right now, a lot of people that say they don't like 2K or the game sucks and stuff like that, it's the people that like to do the cheese stuff in the game. Every time 2K takes like some of the cheese stuff out the game, like, oh, the game sucks. Like, no, y'all suck because they're taking the cheese out now. Like, get better at the game. Stop relying on cheese, because when this zigzag is gone out the game, like, what is the zigzag community going to do? They're not even a dribble community. Like, that's the zigzag community. That's a whole different thing. That left-right shit not gonna work anymore, bro. Well, I hope it doesn't. Look at this comment. Yeah, Stephen Curry, a guy renowned for having a quick jump shot, has a C release speed. Right? That's what I'm saying. That has to be for balance reasons, bro. I'm telling you, like I said, that literally has to be for balance reasons. They gotta change that though. He doesn't have a C release speed. And Al Horford had an A+. I saw it. I was like, does his jump shot, is it really that fast? Maybe I'm not watching Al Horford enough. Another tweet that we did cover in last video was Mike Wang'S saying bullet passer is gone. Pass speeds are tied to the pass accuracy rating and must have for playmaking. So you can still have it as a big. Like, that is the thing. Like, you can get like a fast pass as a big. You just gotta have a good passing accuracy. I'm gonna say, make sure if I tap square when driving, I always do a jump stop. Don't force me to do something I don't want, regardless of attribute rating. I'm gonna reply to that. Can't say how many times I said I didn't want to do a layup. This is true. Sometimes, like when you're driving, you have to let go of the R2 or right trigger to not do the layup. But sometimes, even like maybe I'm not timing it right, or maybe everybody else is not timing it right, you do a layup even when you want to just stop right there and take a midi or something. Like, but shit, that should be happening, man. That does suck. Someone else said more badges need to be taken out and just tied to attributes for real. And I couldn't agree more. Like, there's certain things like, bro, does that need to be a badge? Like I've said this a lot of times too. I felt the game relied too heavily on badges. Like, sometimes your attribute didn't even matter if it just needed a badge. Like, you could have a good 3-point shot, but if you didn't have your badges, bro, like, you wasn't making certain jump shots. Like, that makes no sense. Someone replied to that prime example of fast switch. Like, what the fuck? Like, you could have a good layup, but if you didn't have fast switch, you couldn't get fast layups. So it was kind of like, Here's another current gen tweet, but we don't care about current gen, do we? Mike Wang also tweeted, driving dunk rating indicates how easy it is to block. Dunk attempts, flashy dunks boost your takeover meter faster than basic ones. Back scratches, windmills, tomahawk, and other flashies are much harder to block in general. You mean block when you're standing under the rim and like that area, or do you mean blocks in general? Because if you tomahawk and I'm trailing you and I have a good block rating with chase down artists, I'm getting that block, right? Like, or I have a better chance of getting that block. Like, I know nothing's guaranteed, but you know, I got a high chance of getting a block dunk attempt on a chase down if it's a tomahawk or a back scratcher. Like, my hand need to be going right onto the basketball. Someone else tweeted at Mike Wang, but it's really broken English, but I'm pretty sure he's asking, is the dribbling system the same as like 2K22 or is going to be different? So Mike Wang said the core of dribbling is still intact. The new pro stick gestures, double throws, just give us the ability to add some new combo moves to the game. It will feel familiar to you when transitioning from 22, but we'll find some new moves to add to your arsenal as you experiment. So it's basically saying there's more to do in 23 than there was in 22. I mean, they say stuff about that like every year, so we'll really see. So someone tweeted, so how every time I go up with a back scratcher, that shit gets blocked? And he's saying they fixed that. Yeah, if you're going to hold a back scratcher and the dude is under the rim, like, you should definitely have a higher chance of dunking the ball. But if I'm chasing down that ball, like coming from behind, like on a trailer, bro, like the defender should get that block. More likely get that block if you're choosing the wrong dunk. I'm gonna ask, will we still be able to consistently shoot 70 or under 3 ball? He said it's hard to answer. There are a lot of factors, but if you're really good at timing your shot, are open, and have the right badges, you can still be serviceable, but you won't be raining like last year. That's what I was saying, but there was like, I felt shooting was easy last year, especially free throws. I hope they fix that. But yeah, the 3-ball seemed easy to everybody. Like, everybody was making threes, and in reality, that's not the case. Like, I know 2K doesn't have to be a 1-for-1 game of the NBA, but damn, everybody don't have to be making threes though, because everybody don't make threes. I don't know, 2K needs to find that balance where like you don't really have like the rating. Like, I mean, if you don't have the rating, you really can't get the badges, but like everybody don't need to be making threes. That's all I'm gonna say. Someone else said to Mike Wang, for this year's 2K, I don't know if I missed it, but is there still no shot fatigue? So the lower the stamina, the slower your shot is. Also, what about meter versus no meter? You gave us different meters, but if the no shot meter still exists, people won't use it because of the boost. So Mike Wang responded, yes, there's still shot fatigue. Your shot ratings get hit the lower your energy / stamina meter gets. No meter option will give you a slightly larger shot windows and will make it easier to green if you know your shot well. So literally the shot meter is only a boost to your like green window or shot window. It has nothing to do with your shot fatigue. Mike Wang also tweeted, Shakedown, another 2K YouTuber, football throw full court heaves are back in just for you. So this is video that Mike Wang is talking about. So this video is from 2K16 or 17, I'm not too sure. I wasn't at this court. See, when he said this, I didn't know he was talking about like full court passes. I'm like, remember full court passes like type in the game already? But he's just talking about shots. Because usually if you're doing a full court shot, you would like throw the ball with two hands like, ugh, like that. So they just added a new animation for a full court shot. I mean, it's not like you're gonna make the shot, but it's just an animation for taking a full court shot now. Someone asked, is Intimidator still around? Mike Wang said, Intimidator is gone. The equivalent for NBA 2K23 is Anchor. For perimeter contest, there's a new challenger badge. So for anchors for bigs and challengers for perimeters. Because Intimidator was for like really both, but they didn't want that, so they changed it up, which I don't mind. Someone said, really hope you guys did locks justice for this 2K. I don't know, bro. Like, I don't want locks to be OP again, bro. Like, cause all locks do is spam square. They don't, it's not like they're playing good on ball defense. Like, they rely on that, but like they really heavily rely on spam and square, and that's not fun to go against. I don't know, man. It felt good in 22 when locks were overpowered, so I don't really feel they need to be done justice. I don't think justice is the right term. There was no injustice. Someone said, did you fix AI defense? Mike Wang said the AI team worked hard on improving AI defensive rotations, transition, and pick and roll defense, to name a few. They also just dynamically to scheme against high scorers. On-ball defenders are less psychic and defend in a more human way. I mean, we'll see when the game comes out, because I really want to know how these AI bots play defense when someone quits in like wreck or park. Like, I do know in recent years, like if you had one player doing good, they'll start double teaming you, but that's about it. Mike Wang also tweeted, for post players, shimmy fades and hooks are controlled by double throws too, and drop sets and post hop shots can be done by double throwing the pro stick in the same direction. I mean, I don't main bigs that much, and I don't really do this. Anytime I'm a big, I'm like just a rebounder and a defensive player. That's how I just like to play the game. So for bigs who like to do that type of stuff, here you go. Mike Wang also said, most if not all of the returning badges have been returned or reworked in some way. If something was OP in 22, don't assume it will be again in 23. Also, some of the weaker badges were buffed also. Like I said, we'll see when the game comes out. We will be able to judge and assess if these are true statements from Mike Wang. Mike Wang tweeted, adrenaline boosts are restored on shot clock resets. Also, toying with the idea of slowly replenishing 1 or 2 if you slow down and wait long enough. From next maker feedback, we're also going to support boosts on defense. Steal and block attempts will cost you a boost. They got boosts on offense and defense to stop like spam, basically. They want to stop spam dribble and spam steal. I'm fine with this. Like, it sounds good on paper, but I just hope it's implemented well. Like, that's really what we want to see. They also said, when you use your defensive boost, you'll get a drop in your steal and block ratings. Hopefully, this gets rid of some of the spamming. See, like I said, it sounds nice. I just hope that it's implemented well. Someone said, can you boost at full speed even if your main stamina bar is drained? For instance, in the Alonzo clip y'all showed. So y'all don't remember the Alonzo clip that was showed, I'll play it on screen. It's just Alonzo Ball not be able to do like certain dribble moves because he's drained the boost. And so here's this video I was talking about, this side by side with Lonzo Ball. This is with the adrenaline boost. So you see on 22, you could just like spam it forever, but you can't do that anymore. And I'm actually kind of glad about that. Mike Wang said yes and no. An empty stamina bar will smack down your ratings. If you still have adrenaline boost available, you'll get your normal explosive launches, but they'll be slower if your stamina bar was full. Empty adrenaline boosts feel way slower when the empty stamina though. So I can understand what he's saying right here. You got a empty stamina bar, you can still do these boosts, but they're slower. But if you don't got the boost, like you don't got the animations, you can still move fast, but just not do the dribble moves. So I think they're kind of breaking away dribble moves and dribbling the ball. You can run around with your stamina, that'll drain your stamina and stuff like that, but doing dribble moves has a whole new stamina bar. So that's what it is. There's a dribble stamina bar and your stamina bar. They're really like two different things. So someone said to Mike Wang, the boost refreshes after every possession. That means if I lose a boost or 2 on defense and we get the ball back on offense, my boost then restarts back to 3. Mike Wang said, yes, your boost will be refilled completely on either offense or defense with possession changes. Y'all don't have to worry about restoring your adrenaline boost like slowly like stamina does. It just resets. That's what he's saying. Someone here also said this is actually a good way to balance this. Don't like it addresses both back and forth the dribble nonsense and spam and steal. Problem is it will be passed to hell once people start complaining. And bro, to be honest, I agree. Like that, bro, if people just start complaining, they'll look into changing it. And that I hope it doesn't, bro. Like we need this type of change in the game. Like I'm talking about for offense and defense, bro. Like defense has been a scene for way longer. I know the left right cheese has been around long, but like spam steal has been around way longer. But both need to be out the game, bro. Like now. So I hope they don't change it. Like maybe Maybe if it needs a slight nerf or buff, maybe. We'll see when the game comes out, but let's play the game and find out. And I already know that there's gonna be two sides. People like, no, don't change it. There's gonna people say, oh, do change it. I don't know, man. I don't know. Don't change it. I might have a change of heart, but we'll see. So 2K YouTuber Double A said, what about feedback from other creators like myself and the rest of the community? Is 2K only going to be taking feedback from a small portion of the community in this next makers program? Where do the rest of us get feedback? And this is true, and this is what happened, bro. Like, the way 2K treated Agent was so wrong, bro. Like, I mean, to me, Agent was the biggest 2K YouTuber like around, but 2K did him dirty. And I'm not saying like Mike Wang. To be honest, like mostly Ronnie 2K. But yeah, I felt like they were like it was like petty stuff because they knew that the bigger 2K YouTubers had more influence, and so I feel like 2K was trying to start this thing for like trying to build up smaller 2K YouTubers or streamers wherever they're on. I'll just say 2K content creators. They were trying to build them up, but if they had that logo over their head, they had to speak highly of the game, and so it was kind of like a leverage thing, yo. Like, you know that these smaller YouTubers are not going to say anything bad about the game because they're trying to build their career, so those are only people speaking highly of your game. And the bigger 2K content creators like Ticino, Agent, and everybody else, like when they critique your game and it's mostly constructive criticism, 2K doesn't take it well. Like, they'll do petty shit like start this next makers program. But to be honest, that's a whole nother video, but 2K, y'all gotta get that right together, man. That's like Fortnite not listening to Ninja. Also, real play percentage will not be a valid option for online games this year in 2K23, man. And bro, I'm glad they implemented that because y'all know I said that needs to be gone. I don't know why it was in 2K. I mean, maybe I understand for offline play, but it damn sure had no place in online at all. So I'm glad that's out. It was a very broken thing. It was cheese. Like, if you knew what you were doing, you could cheese with it. It was very like unrespectable too. Like, you weren't good using that. Like, niggas talking shit online, like making shots with real play percentage. Like, no, bro, turn your shot meter on. Let's see if you have that same shit you doing, bro. I'm also said to Mike Wang, the timing on layups is so broken. At least for centers, I have a 99 close shot and I can't get anything but late on layups online. To be honest, this is kind of true. I have a big in 22 and I felt like a lot of stuff was like early or late, and I use a shot meter too just because like it didn't feel right. It didn't feel close to shooting, so it was kind of weird. So Mike Wang said we made some changes on layup time. It still takes skill to be good with it, but if you can master it, you can make some really tough layups that you would miss it off, and you won't blow wide open bunnies anymore, even if your timing is bad. Yeah, a lot of people didn't like that in the game. I had a build that didn't have a driving layup or a driving dunk, and so like I really couldn't make layups, and so like I wouldn't miss time most of my layups, but like I just had a bad layup and like I could still miss, and I'm like, bro, like how did that make sense? And to be honest, I was a 6'5" two-way sharp. That's what I made. I just wanted to really just shoot corner threes, and I mean, that was it, and play perimeter defense. But I'm a 6'5" NBA player. Why can't I make a layup? To be honest, I should be dunking, but I can't make a layup. Like, come on, bro. Like, I would have to time my shit like perfectly, bro, perfectly. I'm gonna ask Mike Wang, so the round dunk meter is gone. He said the round dunk meter is still used for alley-oops, but it's bigger and easier to read. But there's still a dunk meter. I don't know what the dunk meter is for like regular dunks, but the round meter is used for alley-oops. That's what he's saying. So there's a guy complaining about an option to turn the dunk meter off. You guys ruined slashing builds and adding more cheese to shooting. 2K is moving backwards. Someone replied to him, you could turn off the dunk meter this year, bud. And he replied, you can use the X button to initiate layups and dunks, but where's the option to turn it off? My shot meter is turned off. So Mike Wang replied to them, you won't get the dunk meter ever with the shot button. You will only get it when you use down, down, or up, down on the pro stick. So those who like to just rim run and use square to dunk, you won't get the dunk meter. You only do it with the pro stick. So there you go, bro. I mean, you probably won't get to choose your dunks, but you got the option to not get the dunk meter anymore. They're still allowing for skill, but they're still allowing for players just to hit square or X. Someone also asked Mike Wang, what happened to Mismatch Expert? Was it replaced or something, or were you working to another badge? And Mike Wang replied, Mismatch Expert was moved into playmaking. It helps smaller ball handlers hold by taller defenders easier. So this tweet right here is what I've been talking about. Are you gonna play 2K23 on current gen, next gen, or both? And you see the results. Next gen is by far what people are trying to play on. That's what I'm saying. Current gen is like holding the game back, bro. Like, a lot of y'all just gonna have to move over to next gen. I'm saying like 2K24 is the last year that like y'all can get a 2K, bro. I really believe it should be this year, but I'm gonna say 2K24. That's y'all last year to enjoy current gen if they make it on there. 2K25 come out. I'm sorry, bro. Yeah, like, come on. So someone said, do you need the ball in hand for Claymore to work? No, Claymore works by not having a ball. It's for force plays and sharps spotting up for a 3. So someone asked a very good question, and this was I've been wondering for a while too when the NBA implemented this rule, and I've been playing 2K22 and I'm like, bro, they gotta put this in the game next year. So someone said, is a new fast break rule in the game where if the opposing team fouls your team to stop the fast break, you get to shoot a free throw and get the ball. Tighter teams foul my big when he comes down for the board and stopping a break. And Mike Wang said yes, the new take foul rule will be in the game. So this is great, bro, because it's exactly, bro, you get a rebound with your big and people just start spamming square and they'll foul you because like your dude is already out on the break. Bro, it stops good points, and it's been a thing for like, I'll say the past couple years in 2K, people been really doing it. And so the take foul is in the game. So if you foul after that board, you're getting that take foul. I'm glad, bro. I'm guessing they're gonna measure somehow if a player's already like near half court or past half court or something like that. I don't know. We'll see how it's implemented in the game. So someone said for the dunk command, if I make a left-handed player, does that command switch? For example, you said right on the pro stick is for the strong hand. Can it be left as my strong hand? And he said the left-right command is flip for lefties. Yeah, I asked that last time, bro. Okay, strong hand shouldn't just be right. Like it should be left-right, like depending on what, if you're a lefty or righty. Someone asked a good question, man. For 2K23, since we don't know whether we green or not until after the jump shot, are you removing all green light animations as well? Mike Wang said we redesigned them to play under different circumstances, but they're still in the game. Okay, we'll see how it comes out in the game. Someone said, sorry Mike Wang for this incredibly specific question, but I'm dying to know. As someone who struggled to find a consistent jump shot for the past few years, I finally landed on T-Mac, Trey Berg-based Kobe release. I noticed he has his own shot this year. Is it the same shot? Mike Wang said T-Mac has a new shot. He actually came to mocap this year for us. Oh, so, and for those who don't know, mocap is when you put on like the whole suit with like the little like white balls on you, to get your animations and like stuff in the game. So Tracy McGrady's, all his animations are in the game now, like his own. Someone asked, is auto steal for interceptor back, or do you still need to hit X to intercept a pass? Mike Wing said there's no auto steals. Okay, that's cool, because the auto steals did get out of hand at one point, like when the ball was in the air. You need to press square X. Someone asked for him to deep dive into core badges. Yeah, I mentioned it last time in the video, like every like player has their own core badges. So I'm like, I didn't really understand that. I'm like, we'll see when the game comes out, but here he is breaking it down. Mike Wing said every badge has an associated challenge. Example, a shooting badge might require X number of made threes. When completed, you can slot that badge into a core slot, which you won't count towards your badge points. So it's really just like an extra badge, only for like certain builds. I hope that like everybody has the same core badges, though, like, and they're not OP. Like all 3-point shooters will have like the same like 3-point core badges and stuff like that. Like it's not OP. Like every build has the same type of core badges. I hope y'all understand what I'm trying to say. Someone asked, are hop steps going to be useful again? Not OP like they were in 20, but at least useful to do. Mike Wayne said hop steps and yours are much more useful in 23. Yeah, hop steps were like not useful in 22. I know they were broken in 20, but in previous years they were kind of balanced, bro. But like they OP'd the shit out of them in 20, and then 22 I know it was just trash. But he's saying they're more useful, so we'll see. Someone said to Mike Wang, the people seem to agree. Give the defense a chance this year, please. Mike Wang said so far all the feedback from the playtest have been that the defense is favored over offense, so I think we're in a good spot. I hope so, man. I hope so. Someone said, Mike Wang, how about badges? There are tiers, but are there still like level like bronze to Hall of Fame? And Mike said yes, badges are still bronze to Hall of Fame. I told you that the tiers were like in slots to get that badge. You had to get like a certain badge to a certain level to get like, I guess, certain other shit. I think it's kind of how you needed a certain attribute to get a certain badge. I think it's something, it's going to be comparable to that. I don't know, it's just what I think. So these are the dunk requirements for NBA 2K23, since some people ask. Vertical requirements are new gen only. So if you want to get these certain type of dunks, you need this. And Mike Wang also gave the height because somebody asked what heights are considered small, but we already learned about this. Mike Wang also asked, you guys want some signature dribble packages like Curry's to add even higher ball handle requirements? And people said yes. So here we go. That's for the nerf dribblers even more. Mike Wang said dribble signature requirements are very similar to last year. I still recommend putting your ball handler rating up to 86 if you want everything. The people have spoken, amending this tweet, going to put some sigs up to 90 plus. Ooh, I'm telling them they're really trying to nerf dribblers. I don't want dribblers to be nerfed to the ground, bro. Like we still gotta have some variety in the game, bro. But like, damn, we don't want to see cheese anymore in the game, is what I'm hearing. Mike Wang also said the highest ball handle requirement will be at 92 for Curry and Trey Young signatures. Some other players were pulled up to 90, also Dame, Kyrie, and other people. And yeah, some of these are usually they want cheese in the game. Curry slide and some of Trey's animations have been cheese for the past couple of years, so it's glad to see some change, man. Tell me what y'all think, man. Is 2K doing enough, or are they doing too much, or are they not doing enough? Y'all let me know in the comments, man. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, because I do be on there also. I got a new podcast with my boy called the Damn Near Everything Podcast, and all those links are going to be in the description. But until next time, it's your boy NK Rudy. I don't know.
No back up, if a nigga act up, then he getting clapped up, yeah. Tell your bitch to back up, she just wanna chill, she just wanna split my pack up, yeah.